on, guys? Welcome back to another weekly market setup where we go over short-term and long-term plays. If you have any pairs that you would like me to go over and give my personal analysis on, you can comment that down below, or you can contact me on the RH Meter app, which is available on Android and iOS. Links to that is down below. So let's get started. All right, going over AUD JPY. So let me just delete everything from last week. Okay, so we'll go over long term, and then that will dictate what we're trying to do short term. So long term, okay, as you can see, we have obviously an uptrend. Okay, clear uptrend, but we're still missing the retest at what's this? 78.5. All right, around 78.5. Okay, so long term, we know we're waiting for a retest. Okay, but we know we're on an uptrend. So overall, we want to be in AUDJPY for a buy overall. Okay, short term. Okay, let's check out the week as well. Okay, so this area I have circled is the retest on the monthly. As you can see on the weekly, could be a little sooner. Okay, could be. Okay, so I'm looking for the retest of 78.5 area. Okay, but it could go off of the 81 major. Okay, it could. But nonetheless, ultimately, I want a retest at 78.5. Give me a lower point to buy from. Okay, but that all depends on what happens when it gets there. When structure is broken, structure is broken. Okay, daily, we can see, all right, we're starting to come down. Okay, possibly starting to come down. All right, we have our higher low. Okay, so long term, daily point of view, we're waiting for the break and retest of 82.5. Okay, if we're gonna sell. So this is plays for the bears. Okay. Now plays for the bulls long term. I really don't see this happening, but you know what I'm saying, market is unpredictable. Anything could happen. But for bulls, in order to buy long term safely, you want to wait for the break of 84.5 and retest. Okay, again, the blue Pathfinder arrows are for bulls and the red is for bears. Okay, so we're gonna go over plays for both sellers and buyers, whichever one you may be. Okay, so buyers, I really don't see bulls eating off of AUDJPY for a minute, to be honest with you. Okay, but we'll see what happens. Ultimately, we're looking for this counter trend long term. Okay, short term. So overall, we know we want this to come down. We want it to come retest, but we do know it's on an uptrend. So still keep that in the back of your head. That long term, we are still on an uptrend. Okay. Okay, so 4 hour, as we can see. So for bears, again, so long term matches up with the H4. You want to wait for the break and retest of 82.5. Okay, of this lower low. Okay, once that's broken and retested, you're golden for the sell. You're golden. Okay, till then, right now it's it's right in the middle. Could be because it could still go up. Right, it could still continue trending. Right, as you can see, we have multiple rejections off of the 83 major level. Okay, but currently, short term, we are on a downtrend. We are I'm saying, see if we can spot any clear trend. Okay, we have a clear area of support. Okay, so for sellers, we'll wait for the bears. You're waiting on the break and retest. Okay, break and retest of this lower low. Okay, now let's check the 15 to see if we can, if there's any spot we can get into immediately. Okay, as we can see on the 15-minute time frame, it came back to retest the previous higher low. I mean lower high, my fault. The previous lower high. Okay, we have a form of resistance right here. Okay, so if you are a bull, okay, what you're looking for is you're waiting for the break of structure. Okay, so you're gonna wait for the previous lower high to be broken and retested. Okay, because just because it's going up, that doesn't mean nothing. This could, you know what I'm saying? It could retest off of the lower low or the lower high. So this could drop right now. Okay, this could drop right now. Okay, and for bears, again, we're still waiting on the break and retest of 83 even. Okay, 83 even major level. So right now, currently, like very short term, we're waiting on a break of structure. Okay, so if you're a bear, so you see 5-minute time frame, we are waiting for, depending on what time this lines up. Okay, if this ends up breaking and retesting at like 4 p.m., obviously no trade. Do not get into the trade. Do not even look to trade because the market's about to close. The spreads are super high. Okay, it's no point of you getting to the trade. Okay, so but if this lines up around, let's say Tokyo and the Asian overlap session, then that's you perfect. You're golden. You're valid to enter. Okay, but until everything lines up, you are not to enter the trade. Okay, so short term to get into this sell, possibly early. We're waiting on the break of the higher low. Okay, I'm on the 5-minute chart. We're waiting on the break of the higher low and the retest. Okay, so there we have it for AUDJPY, bulls and bears, short term and long term. Okay, so long term, again, we're planning on going down for a retest. So we're planning on selling AUDJPY for the month of April. Okay, and going into May. Okay, once May hits, things could change, but we'll see how the market reacts when May comes. All right, so next pair. Okay, we have NZDJPY again. It's pretty much the same thing with NJ and AJ. Okay. Let's see how last week. So again, AJ, NJ, same thing. We're waiting on a retest of, okay, for NJ, we're waiting on the retest 72 even. Okay, around 72 even. Okay, or okay, could possibly go off the 73.5. Okay, but obviously we're looking for 72 even, so we can get a better point to buy at. Okay, on the day. Okay, we can delete all this. Okay, so some of the plays from last week is still setting up. Okay, but for the day, okay, we have right, we was making higher highs, higher lows, right? And then we got to this point. We made where it got back up to the previous higher high and made the same high. Okay, as you can see, it had a point of resistance. And from there, okay, this is the daily time From there, we're making lower lows and lower highs. All right, we have a lower low formed here and a lower high. So obviously we missed this lower high at 78 even. So we're gonna have to wait for our next chance to enter this trade, which on the daily time, if you're looking at the daily time frame, that's all the way down here at the break and retest of 75.5. Okay, obviously that is way too long. No one's trying to wait. 75.5. That's 120 pips that we could capitalize off of. No one wants to just see 120 pips just fly by their face. So lower down the time frame. Okay, we know where it's projected to go. So lower the time frame and try to find yourself an entry. Okay, in a 4 hour, we've seen break of the break of structure. Okay, the higher low, which was at 77 even, right? As you see, the structure was broken. Okay, and retested. Really choppy, but what I'm saying? It's the retest isn't always beautiful. Okay, so first target is definitely gonna be the bottom of the whole structure. Okay, at 75.5, around 75.5. Okay. So let's try to lower the time frame to see if we can get a spot in here to enter into today. As you can see, it's been consolidating for about a day, pretty much the whole day. Okay. So for safe entries, wait for the lower low to be broken and retest. Because right now it's not a clear break. As you can see, it's not a clear break. Right. So you don't want to just sell off something that's, I'm saying, it's not clear. So put your rectangle. Okay. So you recognize the resistance. Okay. So we're waiting for the official break and retest of the lower low. Okay, let's see if we can lower the time frame some more and see if we can get a clearer reading. Okay, so as we see here, the 15. Okay, right now we're pretty much at an awkward spot. Okay, we have the lower low. And we have, right, your lower high. So you're waiting for, if you're a bear, you're waiting for the lower low to be broken and retested. And if you're a bear, if you're a bull, my fault, you're waiting for the higher high around 76.5, 76.8 to be broken and retested. Okay, again, it's, saying we are on an uptrend long term, but it's very unlikely. Okay, but again, markets is very unpredictable, so really anything could happen. So, of course, we just got to have a plan for everything. So, sellers, we're waiting for the break and retest, okay, for a safe entry. Okay, so for my bulls, we're waiting for the break and retest of the higher high. Okay, this whole area right here. Okay, so if it does happen to break, it's a good line of resistance. So if it does break, that's a good line of support when it comes back down to retest. Okay. But again, we are waiting for a retest. We are expecting a retest. So overall, we want this to sell. So we're going to wait for the break and retest of 76.6. Okay. Okay, next pair, EJ. Okay, EJ long term. Okay, again, EJ, long term, we are waiting on a retest as well, but we all know, all right, long term, it is on an uptrend. Okay, so we're gonna keep riding the uptrend until the structure breaks. Okay, as we can see, we're at a point of resistance. Okay, so we're waiting for the break and the retest of 130 500 level. All right. Sorry for that long wait, but right. So if you're a bull, you're waiting for the break of 130 500 level. Okay, but obviously currently daily we're on a let me just delete this from last week. Currently we are on an uptrend. Okay, so in order for this uptrend to continue, we need a higher high. Okay, so let's see what's happening on lower time frame. Okay, as you can see, all right, lower time frame, we see 4 hour, we have multiple rejections off of the 130 500 level. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have 4 rejections off of the same level. Okay, so clear resistance. Okay, so we're gonna look on a lower time frame and try to spot a break of structure so we can enter into this trade. Yeah, that's a second to load. Okay, so as we can see on the 15th, okay, we was making previously, we was making high highs, higher lows. We were starting to uptrend. Okay, and then we had a big drop. Okay, big drop, and we see that. Okay, came back up, retested the previous high. Okay, and okay, let's lower the time frame some more. See if we can. Okay, each time frame is going to tell you something. Okay, so it's important to flip through every single time frame just to see if you can spot any break of structure, any supports, any resistances. I'm saying anything that can help you with your analysis. Okay, so on the 5 minute time frame, okay, so you can see a little bit better, a little more clear on the 5 minute time frame. Okay, we have a break of structure. Okay, we have the previous higher low. Okay, we have the previous high low, came back up to retest after the break. Okay, but obviously right now this right right now we're right, you just broke structure. Probably I was saying this is a 5 minute chart, so the support and resistance on a 5 minute chart aren't as strong as the hour, 4 hour, day, week, and month. and so on and so forth. Okay, so this, it could possibly hold up, it could possibly not. Okay, but we're on the middle. Okay, we're in the middle. So again, if you're a bull, you're gonna wait for the break of the higher high. Okay, and if you are a bear, we're waiting on the break of the lower low. Okay, the break and retest of the lower low. Okay, EJ, very simple, very quick. Okay, long term, we are waiting for a retest, but we are on an uptrend. So again, we can expect this to continue going up. Okay, if it does, I'm looking to take it to 131.5. Okay, that area. Okay, we have a lot of big area of resistance up here. So once it hits 131.5, again, still looking for a counter trend, but again, we have to just wait for the break of structure. Okay, so on a 4 hour, right, we have the high low, high low, right? Then we have a lower high, and then we have the same higher low right here. Okay, so long term, we're waiting for the break and retest. You're most likely gonna catch the lower high at 130 even. Okay, that major level. If you get a lower high on 130 even, that's perfect. That's exactly what you want. Okay, so long term, we're gonna wait for this to decide where it's going. Okay, if you're a bull, long term, you're waiting for this break of this huge resistance right here. Okay, if it does break this resistance, all right, you know when it comes back down, you see how many wicks this has. When it comes back down, you know it's a good base of support. It's a good, strong support. Okay, so if you're a bull, you're waiting for the break and the retest. This might take a couple days, might take the whole week, might happen next week. Okay, we have no time limit on that, but you're saying you just gotta wait. Okay, again, this is why it's important to flip through every single time frame. Okay, so we have on the hour. Okay, we have a bullish engulfment. Okay, we have inverted hammer, possible reversal signals. Okay, so now it's really just a waiting game. All right, we're just waiting for either the higher high or the lower low to be broken and retested for both bears and bulls. So right now it's in the middle. You don't really want to trade that. Okay, just wait for a clear break so you can have a good entry. Okay, now on to our last pair, Euro U. Okay, overall Euro U is on an uptrend. Okay, so right, it's on a uptrend for my bears. So really, you're not gonna eat off of Euro U, to be honest with you. So for my bears, in order to sell this long term, we're waiting for the break of the higher low and retest. Okay, again, it's gonna take a while. Don't really see it happening. We are on an uptrend. Okay, so I don't see, I really don't see the higher low being broken anytime soon. For my bears, long term, obviously, we'll wait for the break and retest of 122,500 level. Okay, but again, that's right now it's currently at 19.3. Okay, that's a couple hundred pips that you can capitalize off of. So obviously you're gonna lower the time frame to try to get yourself into the trade earlier. Okay, try to get a good position at the break of structure. Okay, so we can see day time frame, right? We're still on a downtrend. Okay, we still haven't broken structure. Okay, as you can see here, it came up to retest the previous lower low, failed. Okay, so last line of defense, really last line of defense is up here at the lower high. Okay, at 1,200. Okay, the 1,2,000, my fault. Okay, the 1,2,000 level. Okay, so again, long-term bulls, in order to buy, we're waiting for the break and retest of the previous lower high. As we can see, this was from last week. Okay, so if you were to catch it, all right, you're up 129 pips. Okay, we anticipated right here, 129. Okay, so 4 hours. So this is going to be by tonight, to be honest. As we see, once this candle closes above this higher high, we'll have a clear break. Till then, we don't have a clear break, but we're going to anticipate it breaking, and we're going to enter the trade at the retest of 19,200 level. Okay. If you are a bear, you're really, I mean, it's an uptrend, so you really shouldn't be looking to sell. But if you're a bear, you want to sell you're gonna have to wait for the higher low at 18.5 to be broken and retested. Okay, until that higher low at 18.5 is until it's broken and retested, you're not selling EROU at all. Okay, hour wise, we're seeing okay, we're coming back for a retest as we speak. This you can get yourself into the trade a little sooner. Okay, so again, waiting on the retest of 119 even. Okay, it might not come down this far. It could go down to 119.1. Okay. Ideally, I'm gonna wait for the better spot to buy. Didn't get retested, just got broken. Waiting for at least 19 even. Okay. In order to buy. Okay, if you're a seller, you will have to wait to 18.8. Okay, 18.8 to be broken and retested. Again, this is on an uptrend long term, so I don't see why you want to sell, but if you are a bear, you have to wait for the break of structure. Which again, I don't see it going that far and doing all that, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's just say this doesn't come down to retest the 19 even. That's cool. We'll just wait on the next entry, which is at the break and retest of the higher high. Okay, so you always have multiple options. The market is always going to give you multiple chances to enter into the trade. So never stress yourself out and try to jump into a trade just because it's moving. Okay. So we have our possible entries. Okay, for AJ, NJ, EJ, and EUROU. If you have any questions on any of these pairs or have any questions on my analysis, how do I get this, or whatever the case, you can contact me on the RH Made app. Links are all down below to the app, Android, iOS, and the website. Okay. If you have any pairs that you would like me to look at, go over, give you my analysis, I'm happy to do that. Just comment down below in this video, or again, contact me on the RH Made app and I can make that happen for you. All right, if this video helped you, give this a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. We have content like this every single week. We give out long-term plays and short-term plays. We also do trainings every week as well. Okay, basic beginner trainings. Okay, for anything advanced, for one-on-one training, for mentorship, make sure you get yourself a membership at RH Made. Okay, RH Made, the links are all down below. If you have any questions about the community beforehand joining, you can contact me on Instagram. That's also linked down below. and we could talk it up and see if this is the right fit for you. So then